A soul calendar, not a mental calendar. What we are trying to do here is not to become like those corporate people who are racing against time for their full productivity. Rather than that, what we're looking at is an integration of the different parts of our being around one's deepest and the highest aspiration in order to be able to manifest that aspiration in a powerful and impactful way into life. So remember, there's a difference between the two. So, how can you begin to build this soul calendar? A few things for you to remember. The first is in your calendar, in your routine, in your day, it's exceedingly important for you to have breaks. Breaks are the times when you rejuvenate and center, where you take a moment of silence, take a bit of a walk in the room, stretch yourself a bit, and come back to that basis that is required for the flow to take place. Next is the principle that you give adequate time to everything, to different dimensions of your life. Not like throughout the day you're sitting only in front of the computer. You're also doing some kind of a physical workouts, some places where you're able to come alive in conversations, in friendships, in relationships, in community. You're giving time to each of the important aspects of your life. Calendar is not just meant for meetings and tasks, it's meant for all the dimensions of your life. Next is you're also giving sufficient time to assimilate and digest whatever happens through the day, be it some time during the day for journaling or some time for follow up. Let's say you attend a 1 hour meeting, have some 30 minutes after that 1 hour meeting to look at the small little tasks to be done and just to digest that flow of energy that took place during that meeting. So you're having these follow up times also allotted in your calendar. Next is you need to be realistic. Often the mind has a certain ideal, but it is not quite conscious or cognizant of the nature of the different parts of being. So, you really need to be conscious of the nature of the different parts of your being and be extremely realistic and take small steps. It's like a mother teaching a child to be disciplined, not like a military officer teaching the child to be disciplined, but really like a mother. Hold space for yourself and be very realistic. Don't be ambitious. If you're not doing any physical workout and if you straight away want to do 3 types of different workouts each day during the week, then it's probably going to be unrealistic and you're going to fail in your conscious calendar. So, having these little joyful successes is an incredibly important part of progress. Next is while building your conscious calendar, you have to take into account these 3 principles. One, energy. What is my energy at this point in time of the day going to be like? What is the energy of the person with whom I'm going to be working or interacting with at this point in time going to be like? What is the energy of this particular hour of the day? So, the first is an awareness of energy, and accordingly you make the conscious calendar. The second is availability. See if you can already predict whether somebody is going to be available at this particular hour or not. It will help you make a more specific concrete request. You already have a sense that probably these hours does not work for certain people, then you wouldn't naturally propose a meeting, a session at that particular hour. When you know at this particular point in time the shops are not open, you don't go there and shop, right? Similarly, you do not schedule something when you know there would not be certain kinds of availability. Say, if you know at this particular hour your mother uses the laptop, so you don't schedule work at that particular hour. So be very, very conscious of the availability of people and resources while you're scheduling things in your calendar. And the third and the most important is the intention. Calendar is an extremely sacred space. When you put an event, when you put a work which is not out of your deepest aspiration, you're disrespecting that sacred space of the calendar. And that is actually the way to begin to transition towards living through your soul. So look at, why am I wanting to do this particular thing? Is it for money? Is it for recognition? Is it for fame? What is my motivation? And the more you can begin to consciously schedule things which are in alignment to your true values, to your true calling, the more you will begin to actually live your true calling and your true values into life. So, your conscious calendar is like that sacred space in which the more things you put as they are born and coming out of your inmost self, the more those things will begin to manifest into life.